The only crypto show with fangs.
Drawdown is a bitch, but I'm swaying through the pain. One did one groove, turn a loss to gain. Still in a pocket. Screen lit up a past. Red like a slow jam. Thought I got to the top. Now I'm stuck in the slam. Told my baby what's set. Now she's giving me that look while it's doing a two-step. But I'm still in the book. One more buy, one more chance to spin. Drawdown is a bitch, but I'm swaying through the pain. One did one groove, turn a loss to gain. Still in the pocket.
Set forward, I just smirked in the groove. Charted a backbeat, now I'm making my move. Try to catch the downswing, got a bruise on my pride. Wallace in the pocket, but I'm still on the ride.
One more ball, one more shot to ride. Legs a hold down, taking it in stride. I left too soon, heart pounding the beat. Grades a Bronco, knocking me off my feet. Panic's a gallop, settling at the dip. Hope's a wink, giving me a zip. Market's a corral, twisting my fate. Joy's a quick hoof, gone in a state. Oh, I'm sassing at the reins, total art.
Well, Mandy did good for a minute. Luna, it's gotta be worth more than half a fraction of a penny, ain't it? Well, that's good. Yeah, I can call them on Luna now. It's going to make a comeback and take over the world. Mark my word, Luna. The WEF going to make a comeback with a little side punch. Them in China going to boost it up. Yeah, that's the rumors in the Psycho Ward anyway. Oh, that's insider trading. You guys tricked me. I wasn't supposed to reveal those Illuminati secrets. It's really Bobby Joe Rumblemaker. They call me Sean around here for some reason, and they got my wife doing it.
Phantom wallet, phantom, swipe me in the dark. Keys in the velvet, stealing every spark. End of year's a secret, but I'm holding the card.
Click the link, wallet second neck. Sign the TS, now I'm in the net. Token drop, 0 in the bag. Screenshot flexing, but it's all a gag. Try to swap, but the pool said nah. Phantom wallet, phantom swipe me in the dark. Keys in the velvet, stealing every spark. And here's a secret, but I'm holding the card. Yeah, leaks in the silk, tokens a ghost. Claim the drop, now I'm the host. Phantom in the feed, laughing at the scam. Still clicking links, cause I am who I am. Friends said palms, I found the wrong chain. Guess feet, and I'm feeling the pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the strangest crypto show on the interwebs. Ever since BitBoy left, this place has just totally went to hell in a handbasket, and this show is part of that hell basket experience. If you happen to have your cowbells handy, grab that little ding-a-ling and give it a nice little rub before you give it a little tingle there. Yeah, you know how to do it. Make that cowbell scream. That little ding-a-ling. Your experience may vary. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels. Welcome to the late version of Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. It is 11:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, November the 6th. Man, I forgot to try to look and see 3i Atlas early in the morning hours. I forgot. Got distracted there. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I appreciate all, I do, from the bottom of my heart for you guys. I appreciate all the invitations to Thanksgiving dinner, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline. I'm vacationing with some vegetarians for this month. So this show is kind of, it's a remote satellite transfer in, and we've got all the fancy stuff doing this just so I'm in a safe, secure, and you know, quite little, you know, nice location here. Just saying, with my side chick, the chicken, and BitBoy's old girlfriend, Cassie. Are you still here, Cassie? Cassie, oh, there's Cassie. Hey, Cassie. That's Cassie, ladies and gentlemen. That's my side chick, right? Well, that's one of my side chicks. I got another side chick. Cassie, you can go sit down. I don't want to make you jealous, Cassie. Go ahead, girl. It's all right. I'll be there. I promise. Yeah. I'm sorry. We get like that. It kind of. It's. I don't. Hey, come on. You know you want it. Come on, baby. Come on. Show them what you can do. Baby. Here's my secret side chick. She's gonna run all over that bear. Watch her. Oh no! Hey! Security! Get the bear out! Yeah, you gotta get this. Hey, no bears allowed in here, man. Especially touching my chicken like that. You can't. How dare them, ladies and gentlemen. Well, while most of YouTube is quite bearish, and you know, there's definitely a reason to think that. I'm bullish, and I'm not shy about it. I tried to go to a 12-step program for being overly bullish, but they turned me away. And anyway, that's a different story there. I'll say I'm cautiously bullish. But my bullishness is based on this very bullish pattern that we have confirmed. And I haven't really seen anybody looking at this. Even one of the Harmonic people trader people I was tuning into, he saw something like this on a bunch of altcoins, but not on Bitcoin. And still, I don't know. Anyway, this did the scenario that we were talking about, and we've talked about this pattern since it was over here because it looked like, hey, man, checking my microphone, this thing might be invalidating. And it didn't. It didn't get above this high here. It kind of double topped in this area. And lo and behold, we got our completion here. And one variation of this harmonic pattern, which this is a deep crab, is what it's technically called. And it can signal a trend change. That's one of the cool features about it, right? It's got an accuracy rate reported to be about 70%. Some claim even higher, of being accuracy of hitting his targets, actually. Those targets being these juicy areas, and I think we got them outlined. Swing high to swing low, sweet darling. Tell me where this is going to go. Right. Did I forget it? I've got to make sure I'm color coded. Yeah, I thought that was what was going on. This is it. It was color coded. It overlaps with a different one, but I'm going to go with this guy. Make it real big and fat there. So these are our main targets that we're looking for right here. These are the short-term targets. 109 and 115 to be coming back in the situation. Now, for us to get any of those would be making a higher high and probably some sequential higher lows in the process. So we just kind of try to climb our little happy asses right up, back up this little ladder of Fibonacci support resistance areas right there. I don't know, and however it wants to do it. I don't try to predict how it's going to get to its places. I just try to find the most probable places where it can get to do something major, like correct. And that's how I try to find my targets. Now, your mileage may vary, and other people might be out there doing some very different things, but at least this technique that I use gives me a little bit of advance notice. So we've kind of been expecting this for several weeks. It feels like several weeks. How long has it been? Since about mid-October, right? So yeah, for several weeks, looking at, just watching. I made it very clear. I'm watching to see if there's a confirmation, because with these, that's what you got to wait for if you're trying to play them for what they are, for a bullish confirmation. And one of the bottoms that it can do over here is come down and do this, a little retest. It makes a W pattern down here. It accumulates, it comes down again twice for a double bottom, baby, for a double bottom. And so far, that seems to be exactly what we got. So while the other gurus are calling shorts and shorting the bottom at support, which I do not understand, people, why would these people here that are pulling themselves up, presenting themselves as professional traders who are worth millions because of, I guess, their trading ability, although they do have expensive Telegram groups, but that never comes into the picture. And their account grows when they actually add funds to it, because people were asking for the longest, how come your $5,000 account's never growing? How come it's going down? What happened to that account? I thought you blew that one up. Oh, suddenly it's got $12,000 in it. Wow, where'd that come from? You never see the big trades that they have. If that be true, if they're killing it like that, why are there only $400 or $500 trades being shown, and where are the big ones? Well, this one is where we cleared $500,000. I cleared a whole Bitcoin on this trade, fellas. I mean, where's all that? So yes, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here, and today, boy howdy, did they serve me up an example of that. If you guys are interested in me sharing that idea with you, I've already shared it with the Telegram group. You can let me know with a bunch of ones in the chat. And meanwhile, chat, we got this bot over here that is apparently not working worth a damn again. All right, well, let's refresh that little sucker, and yeah, it's not doing a gosh darn thing. I am trying to get where this will take the request that you put, and you guys have put, it's not working for whatever freaking reason. So that I have a list composed automatically of coin requests that you guys got, and then that I can get them over here and just have a way to tell, you know, we can keep up with it, and you can see what's coming up and what's been and all that. And I thought it would be a cool thing to help keep me on track, besides seeing those squirrels. But apparently we're having some coding issues and some communication issues over here. I will continue. That's why I was late, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get that little thing. Anyway, back to the market, which we were talking about earlier. I'm sorry I got off topic there. It won't happen again. But since I was off topic and everything, not that I would ever admit to it publicly, at least, because, well, that's just kind of stupid. Our tonight's sponsor is
Good Ass Coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
good ass coffee. That's good and ass at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out with me. 22 people was catching me this late at night at stream. So, okay, double pump scenario possible. This was a very strong. All this pattern. This has got to come back to a full 1618. It did. All right, so we got confirmations on a pattern that not everybody's looking at right now. Some people are, though. I don't think they're talking about it. Oh, I'm not the only one. They could see this. I'm sure I'm not, but I'm surprised at some of the harmonic people that I've seen. I don't know. Anyway, we've been. It looks to be confirming, right? Again, a double confirmation, and this is the juicy place. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying. Even now, with us back at 101,000, this would probably be a place that some people be looking, try to stack up on a little Bitcoin right now. Maybe go a little bit heavier. Maybe open along. In other words, I'm just not suggesting that anybody do it by any means, but I am not calling short down to something and shorting 100,009. Oh man, crazy stuff I've seen out here. They in hindsight they say, well, this was the perfect place to short, but they never short, because I don't like shorting the market when it's in a I don't like shorting the market. But when we come down to the lowest of the lows, that's when it's like, open a short. That's support. I don't understand that. Well, I do understand it because I don't think that they actually do a really in-depth study of the market. I think they got some skill and some insight, but I think that their training was misinformed, and I happen to know where some of that comes from. And they've never been able to correct it. What can I say? You learn bad habits, well, you keep performing by bad habits. If you're not diligent on trying to identify them and correct them, and I get it, it's hard to do, but gosh darn it, maybe just kind of read a little bit of the paragraphs accompanying that picture instead of just trying to look at the picture and guess what it means. I think a lot of these people come over here, and you'll see them as their examples in their teaching mode. Come over and Google a falling wedge pattern. And so they bring up this and everything, and then they don't tell you a damn thing about how it's played or what the rules are for it, or any tips or anything like that for playing it or anything like that. It's just, that's the shape I'm in, because I'm the man. Oh, it's crazy. Chad, I gotta swear, I'm coming over here. I swear I have 21 people hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
For those of you who have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm coming, Ethel. I'm coming, Ethel. All right. I don't know if it will give me the very first things. I usually Strega. I see a Strega in the chat there. Well, Strega, get you something today. I'm just saying, we're not trying to shill it or endorse alcoholic behavior, but hey, man, if you happen to come across some Strega Reserve, Strega sent me. I'm just saying. Abe Medina's a troll. Are you? Because they're so cute. They're so cute. I'm a troll too. I get all these random things in our Telegram or in Telegram sometimes. These talks or whatever. And sometimes I just post the craziest reply I can think of, like this one. Will it show it? I get this. I mean, you get some female or something like that. Hello, good morning. Are you in the U.S.? And I said, so yes, there is a you in us. Sounds like you're thinking about putting a little we in the weekend. Am I right? I'm running a new Rubicon special this month that promises promises a little new into you. Hashtag size doesn't matter. So, and I post those as Amatro into the trading group every once in a while. Hey, man. Have fun with those little scammers. All right, so higher low, baby, higher low. Man's working big on to the upper room. Blah, blah. All right, so we did manage to get above the 236, fell back below it, made our higher low. This was a 786 retracement, if I am not mistaken. Did we already go over that? If not, we're going over it now. It was we just come on now. Get your butt up there. Oh, you. Is it me or is it you? Is it me? Yeah, you technically didn't really touch it very well. Be honest with you. You're really holding that 618. You're really a little bit more stronger 618. Actually, kind of respecting the trend line whenever we put it there. It's connecting one bottom and two up areas. I count this as 2 touches. I mean, technically, we can go through here and count out more. It's a valid trend line. I look for the biggest important thing. 1 touch, 2 touches on one side, 3 on the other to make any valid pattern. And you can get a variety of valid patterns out of a little area like this, let me tell you. And they're all valid. I mean, once you accept that, there's no bickering. It's like, oh, you see this and I see that, and they both can exist at the same time. And then that's cool. Then that leads you to the road to confluence, where, well, if you get a lot of those, then, might that be a stronger signal than normal? And yes, I would say that it is. So it's not about saying, I don't think you think so, you suck at what you do, because a lot of people can see a lot of different things over here. And they can, but they see them accurately when they see them. Would they apply rules to that, or will they just try to fit it into any old little silly triangle that they can? Maybe even one that's not even supposed to be there yet. It's like a ghost triangle. Like, look, it's a bunch of empty space, and we're just hoping that it's going to manifest into there and turn into our dreams. And that is not how the hell trading works, people. It does not work that way. Oh my God, we're going on a late night stream. It's been a cranky damn day. Been driving all day. I'm just going to rant tonight. I'm sorry. This is going to be a rant stream. We're going to rant and talk about stuff and talk about how everybody's bearish on Bitcoin, when actually this is probably one of the biggest times that you should be bullish off your ass on Bitcoin right now. And I think I'm the only voice out here saying it. And if I'm wrong, then roast me like a freaking turkey for Thanksgiving. But that's what I'm saying. All right. 70%, 72% chance this little pattern right here local breaks to the upside. Now, that didn't say that it's going to go and make a new all-time high. I said that's the chance of it to actually break out, and hopefully, cross our fingers, it will not break back in. All right, because they can. All right, but high percentage is going to break that trend line. And once the shit gets started, if you got the other signs, like, oh, maybe we got a bigger trend line going over here, especially if we can track it down to something a little bit bigger than just local. We got some weight to that, especially if there's some horizontal support and resistance. Whether you want to eyeball it, which I don't think is quite as accurate, and it's not as accurate as the fibs. I'm sorry, I'm not going to consent to that. The fibs have proven their magical charm goodness to me. Pink hearts, yellow clovers, whatever, pink mushrooms, spotted mushrooms. Yeah, they make you trip your balls off with the Fibonacci rabbit hole that you go down. You might even say, oh man, this is a fractal, maybe what we're looking at over here. I don't know. I'm just throwing some shit out there. That's not real. But this would be what I was fractalizing if I were going to say that. I'm not trying to pull shit out of oh my God. The S word is Sean, get our legal advisor on the phone. I think I said the S. It slipped. I'm sorry. Is that, oh, that wasn't. What we can't say? You can't say COOTER? Why can't you say COOTER? Man, COOTERs are delicious. I love COOTER. Why is that offensive? Why is it offensive to talk about COOTER? I love a good COOTER. I could eat COOTER all day. From the South, man. The South, we eat COOTER down south. I'm just saying, everybody. We are some COOTER eating bunch over here. Why can't we say that? Are we getting flagged for saying COOTER? Why? Everybody, man, COOTERs are so cute, especially the fuzzy ones. Yeah, if you ever find a fuzzy one, most of them are bald these days. Any day, a fuzzy COOTER is kind of a rare animal, but some of them got some hard shells too. I'm just saying. We lost the chat. I think. Is the show over now? Oh my goodness. Let me come down here and see the chat for a minute. Obby says, what's a COOTER? Oh, y'all don't know what a COOTER is? Oh, well, let's just come over here and Google it. What's a COOTER? It's a turtle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't eat them raw. Well, you can't eat them raw. Oh my God. They're a little tangy. Well, COOTERs. Well, you Florida boys ought to have all the COOTER in the world down there. That's the COOTER capital of the world down in Florida. Brackets Adventures, you know what I'm talking about. He knows what a COOTER is. Man gets COOTER without even trying, man. The COOTER just falls all over Brackets Adventures. He's a COOTER magnet, I'm just saying. Type of beaver. Hey, beaver gets stuck in teeth a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Wait, now the Nightbot wants to do something. You can't tell me what the coin is over here. You can't do that yet. But you can chill people out. My apologies if you're getting stopped, if you're getting put on timeout by a Nightbot. I've tweaked it. Now I guess I got to tweak it more. It's a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Nightbot, straighten your game up, man. What were we talking about? We're talking about some COOTER, right? Some good eating COOTER. I'm a COOTER eater. If I ever get my hands on a COOTER. I haven't seen a COOTER in a while, though. I gotta say, it's been, oh man, I need some COOTER. I was just thinking, hey man, I could use some COOTER today, but found myself just alone here with the old weenie dog. All right. So what do we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen? The possibility of Bitcoin doing some damage, and I'm bullish on it. A lot of people. Oh, I was going to rant. I forgot I was going to rant. You know, the cool thing about if you take time to seriously study technical analysis, and if you do pay attention, especially to the traditional part, right? The part that is one for, gosh darn it, hundreds of years now, right? Since they've been doing this. Even just a good solid source that can back up data and not just present, well, this is what it does because I'm a genius and I figured it out and you need to pay me money, because you get that a lot. People just pulling things out of their ass. We were talking about looking at a falling wedge and looking at the picture and trying to figure out the how it's played. I got a whole video that lays it out. It's about 3 years old. I think somebody recently commented on it. So it's nice that it finally got its 69th watch there. Yay, 69. You're so celebrate that. But today I just want to share something. I mean, I'm going to do it because this is wrong, people. This is just wrong. I'm sorry. When you got to spout shit out of your mouth that you can't back up, that you're just trying to connect some weird ass train of thought dots and you can't prove your argument just so you can look intelligent and be a big shot, you're misleading everybody. And for the fact, or what it seems like is to get more $99 subscribers into trading groups. Shorting the bottom, that's one thing. That's not what I'm talking about. This, you guys can't hear it. I don't think you can hear it. Yeah, the biggest load of crap explaining, and didn't even explain what it was, just trying to come up with all these fancy terms and string them together, Fibonacci this, Fibonacci that, Fibonacci whatever. And the beautiful thing about learning technical analysis, really learning it on your own from reputable sources and things like that, or at least knowing where to go for those reputable sources. I regularly tell you good sources to go to for solid information, and a lot of them are free. And the ones in our group, our free group at the moment, are all those resources are they're free too. I've got a whole library on this stuff available for you. Yeah, I got the real library of this stuff freely available. You got to bring it back when you check it out so we don't get in legal trouble. But I'm just saying, those PDF files are there to be viewed, people. There's a lot of video courses, and there will be a lot more coming over there. But my goodness, once you learn, then you can spot the BS out there when people try to pull this stuff. And that's why I think you have so many people kind of bucking trend and do give this guy a little hell, because they see what he does all the time. But difference between, there's such a cognitive dissonance between the way that he pictures himself and wants other people to picture him and the actual skills that he has to present and everything. Not trying to say he's bad, but he's very, very smug about it. Very overconfident and just, I don't know. Hey, one of his old tricks, maybe I should say that, man, Lifer, maybe you ought to come and join our group so we can teach you how to, kind of read charts and maybe forecast a little bit. Maybe give you some better techniques than this little triangle 21 moving average and being over the 200 moving average thing. I mean, that works, but is that all you got? If that, what are you teaching? Because what you were clearly spending out here came out of your ass. That is not accurate at all, my friend. It was calling this a spider line, which I could tell you what a spider line is. I will give you a spider line lesson right now that falls in line with what CryptoSpace's definition, who was the first person that came up with that term as far as my knowledge goes, and the first person to define what they are. But for some reason, what this is, what he's talking about right here, is actually technically called an internal trend line. And if you see me use them all the time, they help me figure out channels, and I look for angles, and I use them in lots of different ways. But he went on to talk about how this is part of Fibonacci time cycles, and it ties into Fibonacci circles, and it happens in between the Fibonacci resistance points, and just a load of bull crap. I zoomed in on his face in this video. And he's not even believing the stuff himself when he gets in. Look at that! Look, he's not even he's about to crack himself up here too. Yeah, anyway. I mean, this behavior deserves to be called out. I'm sorry, it just does. That's if you come out and don't know what the hell you're talking about and yet present yourself as an expert, and this is all just misleading people. I'm sorry, that is. Now, I do have a trading group, and it is free. It is still free at the moment. Has been for darn near almost 4 years, going on almost 4 years, because I've been doing this getting close to 4 years now. All right. As little as my channel has grown in the 4 years. We got some vodka and the coffee tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, hey, when times get hard, who you gonna call? A button that works would be a good guess. Why doesn't it work? You suck. Why does nothing ever work around here? Tell me. Come on, man. Seriously, Dan, what's up? Yeah, not you. I feel like I lost something over here, seriously. Okay. Well, that just ruins our comedy for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for enjoying the show. The comedy hour is over. Now we just got to get all serious because my buttons are not working. Why are you not working? Why? Tell me. I need to know. You got me off of my stuff. This is not it. This is it, right? No. All right, well, we're losing people, Johnny. Let's not keep this up very much longer here. Did something happen over here? Sean, have you been messing around with my stuff again? Because it's not here anymore. You know, all these button things. Sean hates buttons. All right, we're off of this. My bad. All right, anyway, I guess we came here to do charts and I got off on a tirade and rant. My apologies, but hey, we got 69 views. We got that going on. Do my hand claps work? At least the way that works. All right. So in my opinions, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of people, there might be some people that don't agree, but let's take a look at what has happened. We are at $100,000 support for Bitcoin, which has routinely been an area of support and resistance for us. And that is definitely a key area. And we're holding it. Very good. Very well, I might add. You got declining price over here on the daily chart. You got declining price. You've also got declining volume right over here by my little zombie friend. All right, that means that's normal price action for this, and that this sell-off is weakening. All right, and not only is it weakening, but it's weakening at some very, very key areas. Now, I know that we lost the daily 200 moving average and that we're bearish. I know that. I understand that, Helen. But let's give a little bit of credit over here to the weekly time frame where the big decisions should definitely be made. And this is where we have routinely respected the 50 moving average, which is this blue line right there. And we also, when we zoom out, look, is this not a flag to the upside? Oh, God. Did we not learn anything earlier? We're still within a red trend line right here. I want to make this thing big and beautiful because it should be a big, beautiful trend line. I say be a big, beautiful trend line. Be big and bold and bright. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Show me what you're made of. I got so many lines on the smaller time frames, you can't even see what I'm trying to point out over here on the bigger time frame. This red line right here going horizontal, and I'm going to draw you big, fat, and beautiful too. We're going to make you a big, funky. No, that's not a funky red. Come on now. Do better than that. What the hell? Are you? Oh, I see what you did. You're not on full opacity mode. We'll make it the pink line. That's actually a 236 Fibonacci, meaning if we bounce here, the 50 moving average, hold that. That's also the weekly high back here from January 20th, 2025. That was the weekly candle close here on the Heikin-Ashi candles. Holding as support, our yearly high, still holding as support. That's kind of still a big deal, and should be talked about. Therefore, I'm bullish. We have not yet seen the cross of the weekly 9 over the 21, even though it looks like it's dangerously close and just wants to jump off a cliff right now. It does. I'm not going to lie about it. It does. It does. We can make some scary scenarios over here, but we can also make some good ones about bouncing off this 50 if we truly be in a trend. If you believe in Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear me, do you hear me? Can I get an amen? If you believe in Bitcoin, bouncing off of a trend line, trying to escape from the trend line and go to Valhalla, it's like it's a trying to do at this time of year when it should be a trying to do it. Can I get an amen? How? It should be a blasting off at any time soon. From these good points where it's blasted off many times. I like to say that because the guru say I've seen it many times. It's blasted off that 50 moving average many times. Actually, every gosh darn time that it counted, right? Down here, 1,500. Over here, 55,000. Over here, 76,000. Over here at 106,000, and I am willing to bet that if you guys are up late enough to watch Kyle Dupes at night, that we might agree. I noticed that he and I he catches streams after I do, but we, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times we kind of see some of the same things over here. So shout out to Kyle Dupes from the Crypto Banter fan. I like him. I do watch him. I check him out. He's got big teeth, just like me. All right. So, Bitcoin. I just take it as a good sign. We're at 102,000, and we didn't drop down to 94 like some people were calling and playing and all this and being so it could happen really quickly. It could if we're in a bearish market here at the end of Q4, where some other bullish patterns have completed that dude will never comprehend this concept right here. Not without just throwing him off his just blowing his mind. Anyway, I move on. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I get tired of seeing that. And that's why, now, like I got a Telegram group too, and I talked about that, right? It's free and all the stuff we got. But I am implementing something because I want to do something different with this. all these other trading groups out here, Discord groups, they're just sucking money from the people that join them, and then they always up them up, right? Oh, we're starting out, we just need to do something. Yeah, man, we're gonna, and you know, it's $20, and then it's $40, and then suddenly it's $70, and then it's $99, because they got to keep out all the riffraff. Which, man, we don't have any riffraff over here. Very rarely we get anybody in there shilling, and that's one of the rules. We will boot you. But this will ours, and it's got a lot of features over here. It's going to be this section. As for now, the lounge that has all the cool bot. There's a bot over here if you didn't know. It does TA and lots of other stuff. Like I've done this before. It does a lot of. Oh, cool! I'm glad you put that, because I always forget to do all these social media links. I'm just trying to share TA stuff. I forget. I'm not the social media genius over here. All right, I typed that wrong. But this area, the lounge, for now, is still going to be accessible for everybody. But if you want to get to the other places, it has all the topics, and I am going to be adding courses and everything over there. I'll be taking care of you guys. I think YouTube members over here too. We're trying to do TA. BTC. I'll just do it that way. Well, we got a cool bot, and it does more than just this, but it can analyze the charts. It can give you a readout of the indicators over here. You can analyze it by AI. It will give you a strategy to trade it by AI, and that's helpful as a learning tool too. Get you familiar with how some of these things intertwine and work with these moving averages. You got to take, you learn them bit by bit. You're like RSI. A lot of people are familiar with that. Follow that. Find out what the other ones mean. The MFI, Money Flow Index, CCI. Hell, I forgot. Bollinger Bands, ATR, Automatic True Range, Simple Moving Average, which I just call Moving Average because why call it simple if it's the simple one? It's just call it what it is. If that's our base moving average, why we got to throw another word in it and confuse everybody? There's also a smooth moving average, and then you go SSL. My gosh, there's too many acronyms here. Anyway, you got all this, but this will stay free. But this is going to be what is going to happen here the next 60 days. I don't know. I'm not in a hurry. But my Road coin over on pump.fun now has a utility. And you'll require 100,000 Road coin, which is currently right around $26. To access this area, but that's as long as it's like a live. It's not a subscription, it's not a monthly recurrence, it's something that may actually go up in value. So just getting $100,000 and and it doubles, you're like, oh crap, I could have bought more and then I got it for free. Yeah, you could have moonbagged it and got a free membership for life. You're plenty opportunities for this not to be any expense, but to actually, instead of sucking money out of your pockets, actually give it back because of the OGs, and there will be other rewards there. Well, you got it from the price of the token going up because now there's a use case. Therefore, that 1 billion tokens will shrink over time at some point. And then the NFTs that will be dropped to the OG members that have been there for a while. So if you've been there, say 90 days or more, you might qualify for that. You'll probably qualify for the airdrop, especially if you've been active. And it's just kind of, we got like 152 members and it's growing, right? And that's just I'm sorry, but I got to cut a line for the people who have been here since the very beginning and actually, supported this idea and contributed and everything. Because there's trade setups, there's classrooms, there are so many learning materials over here. Look at all these free books. Oh my God, you learn stuff from books, and even if you don't like books, just feed it to your AI and have it summarized for you. I mean, this is Bukowski's chart patterns. Oh my God, you talk. Yeah. The OG for Chartbat, all this is here. All this stuff and much more. Live courses, and there's going to be more. There's going to be more. And so what the thing is, you'll get an NFT. Will be airdrop, but not just one to get in for free life. I'm giving you extra so that you can give them away or sell them yourself on Magic Eden or wherever it will be. This is bootstrapping the community. And I think this is a novel approach when it comes to trading groups because that incentivizes my members to actually do the work that the other guys are expecting members to do for free, to slave for them so that they can have those Escalades and buy mansions or in Florida and do all this other stuff, right? This gives the community to come up with the whole trading group itself. Because if you want to make millions in crypto, the easiest way and the fastest way to do it is to start a paid trading group. Whether you know how to do it very well or not, it doesn't matter. Just as long as people believe that you do, and you repeat it to them that you know that you do until they start believing that you know that you do, and you psych them in, then that's how you do it. This is different. I think this concept has a possibility to go viral because it's grassroots. It's exactly what crypto is here for. Exactly what it's here for. So that everybody can benefit. I'm not socialist or anything like that, but I know there's some cool ways to do this. It's not all one-sided, right? So my pay is very fractional. It comes in with the transaction fees and royalties from the NFTs if you sell them. So I encourage you, buy and sell Roadcoin. Buy it, sell it, trade it. That's the only way that I'm going to make any money from it other than me investing in it myself, which I am doing. And there'll be giveaways and help people out that actually might need some training, maybe can't afford it. We'll have a fund. Part of the royalties will go 60% to me and then 40% to the treasury for Road, for promotions, giveaways, and whatever we got to do. If adds up to anything over $5, maybe I'll find a use case. All right. But being at I think we're at a $7 million market cap at the moment, right? Let's come over and check it out. Pump.fun. Come here, Pumpy. Pumpydumpy.fun here. Are we getting off topic? We probably are tonight, but it's been an off topic day. There's 23 people hanging out. If you got some altcoins, I will do my best to look at them. I'll see if my marker works because my AI bot ain't working. Thank you for blasting my ears off here. All right, so why did we come over here? To see what the price is, right? I've got this overlay way over the price just to give some kind of visuals, and I had something different and put this back. This is courtesy of Ave here in the chat, who was awesome with what I still don't even know how to recreate that. That was awesome. So we had some sell-offs, and I think they were in the chat talking about it. So I don't know why I bought this coin. I thought it was just going to go up. Well, I mean, this is not a pump and dump coin. This is an actual. I'm not a pump and chiller or whatever. We got rid of those guys over here. I don't want to see that. I want to see real value added over here. So I made it a utility. I gave it a purpose. And so to have access to our group now, you got to have at least 10,000 or 100,000 of these, which is at point. How many zeros is it? Oh, I've made $1.38. It tells you right over here. I made $1.38 off of this from the last time that I brought over here from yeah. We're up $257, up 3% today. So there's a bunch of zeros. We'll put it by the price. It's 1 billion, so it's going to be 1 billionth of whatever this is over here. So it's got how many zeros? How many zeros do you have? You can't tell me. 5 zeros. You got a 0 and a decimal and then 5, so maybe 6 if you want to get technical, but 5 zeros after the decimal. That's you get 100,000 is very, very cheap. But imagine it goes to Raydium and we come up to the $80,000. I think is what we need to make that. Now it has a use case and has some other things, other plans of what I'm going to do over here. And could get some hype, and once it gets to Raydium, then it could really get some hype. And that's when the NFTs might be, your best option to go with. We can let the community members decide there might be some other things we could do to generate some community incentives there. I've always wanted a place where my moderators and people who post charts and everything can be rewarded for their effort and not just be used by the people that own the damn trading groups that drive all the Lambos and have all the fun and try to tell you, yeah, if you just stick with me for about another 5 or 6 years, you could be here too. Yeah, they're telling you how to trade your way to that position when they didn't even do it themselves. And that's the truth of the matter. I'm just sorry if you're a fan of one of those guys with the big paid $99 trading group or whatever. That's the truth of the matter. What you need is some good solid education and not somebody trying to stroke their ego for making some calls, which they don't make, but they just kind of tell you that they do a few days later, because I guarantee this short call that we heard today, you'll have some miraculous story about how they turned it around. Anybody that watched the stream today would still be sitting there, I guess, are we still short? We're just waiting for it to stop us out. I guess at least they told us to stop out. It probably won't get hit. You just leave them hanging and then come back and went over the 200 moving average on on the 1 minute, I got in, took a small loss, and I'm in the money. And who's in them? Yeah, we know, and we call this bottom over here. Now we've called this bottom here. I'm just so sick of the bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm just sick of the bullshit. Especially when people are hurting after all the damn stuff that went on in the market that they didn't help you see ahead of time. They were telling you that, hey man, we are at some serious resistance over here. There's some red flag warnings. There's some weekly flag warnings over here. There's some things that we should probably pay attention to. Now, whether we acted on them or not, that's our own fault. But, did they? No, it was a lot of flags of the upside. Targets $145,000. Oh man, the market. And what happens when it doesn't work out after all the flag tries don't work out? What happens after that? Well, it's silly to do a flag at resistance. They can, but it's risky. That's the least likely to play out. So why do you want to go hard? Why do you want to make a big deal? You keep making it until it turns into something. And you find you lose any kind of edge. And why it gave it up. It gave it up. It surprised everyone. It shouldn't surprise us because these were topping areas, and even by my Fib strategy, we were talking about 127 Fibonacci areas up here, right? We were looking at some things, but there was also a nice harmonic pattern, a bearish patterns, telling the harmonic traders, man, this is the place you want to short, baby. She might not do a type 2 return, she might just go for it, and so those guys paid out like bandits. So if you learn a little more, push yourself just a little more, to push your comfort zone, to learn some new ways to look at this and maybe put away some of the things you were afraid of or some of the things that you were even biased against, right? Because it's so easy to get a bias in this market. Well, you know exactly what's going to happen. You know, I'm not supposed to say it loud, so I'll say I'm the humblest person over here, but not know where it's going to. Yeah, exactly. Now, the worst thing to do is let your ego get involved, man. And so any guru, teacher, whatever, if they talk about themselves and what they're buying and all this other stuff and all them, you get so much mindset bullshit out here. Motivation, yeah, motivation's another way to really. That's really you're paying for a motivational speaker, more of a motivational speaker than you are an educator or somebody that will show you something that maybe you haven't seen before. Or showing you a variety of techniques that have actually accrued over time and not just the same little thing. And then expecting, yeah, come over to our trading group and we'll show you how to master this one little triangle play. Because they damn sure don't know they prove they don't know a damn thing about Fibonacci today with all that bullshit that came off their mouth. All right, there's vodka in the coffee right in there, right? I'm blaming it on the apple water in the coffee. That's drunk turkey. Drunken chicken kung fu. Drunken turkey kung pao. What I'm missing is a bunch. I just need a big, nice, sloppy cooter on my face. I think that's cooters. We love cooters here at the show. I like to lick the cooters. I'm a cooter licker. If there was ever a cooter licker. Oh, look, a bottom cooter. You know, it's hard to see the bottom sometimes. I mean, you can see it, but I mean, I'm surprised that they would show it on a not safe for work environment over here. Look at that. That's why you got animal porn right there, because they do stuff. It exposes it. I'm just calling it out. Oh, this one's adorable. Look at that cooter. That one's got a peninsula. That one's got a it's a peener cooter. That one sounds like it's living the best of both worlds. Whoa, oh, it's a peninsula cooter catching. It's got shell. Look, it's got shell. Look, you can own this. You can buy. Have we just stumbled on an online source for cooter? This is so much better than crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, we can get our own cooter. We can just order a cooter. We don't have to beg for cooter. We don't have to sit there and try to jump through hoops for cooter. We can just order cooter all day long. Oh, so much pricey though. What is that? $24.95. That's probably the budget cooter. Up to $24.95. That is why. That's ironic. That's kind of like every monthly subscription I get to my OnlyFans footsie group at $2,499 a month. You little sexy perverts will support my cooter habit. This is a win-win. You guys can get this private room where my fungusy toes are pointing to entry and exit prices on your personal Bitcoin chart, delivered to you daily or whenever whenever you wake up and you can't turn over without hurting yourself. Whatever works for you, man. But my fungusy toes are pointing to the price, and this is a good exchange. It's just for $2,499 a month. I can afford me at least one good high-class cooter. Yeah, I'm for that. Let's do it. For the cooters. For the cooter. For the cooter. We should do it for the cooter. Save the cooters. Love the cooters. Eat you some... Well, you can't... like to smash that cooter. All right. That's such a beautiful cooter. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited looking at cooter. Cooter is also a character on Dukes of Hazzard, too. I don't know what you guys are tripping out about, man. I'm just a cooter lover. It comes out. All right, so we slowly work our way from these shorted bottoms here, which... Why? Why is it that they only want to come on here and talk about how bearish that they are and short the bottoms once they come back down? And it's not even made a lower low. Not even looking for the possibility, just calling out both sides or the other, but saying they're bearish and taking an actual. It's shorting at one, just shorting after it touched bottom, or maybe it was before. I don't know. There was something, but that's emotional. The voice that makes you want to short support is a voice of fear. Okay, just say the part out loud. If you're trying to short support, that's your fear voice is saying, "Man, everything's down and everything's going to keep going down. I need to get out while I can, or short it from here because this is." And going long hadn't worked, so shorting from here, okay. Because it's about ready to block. It's going to lose this over. You're already forecasting it's going to make another bottom over here, ignoring all the good positivity it gave you with this. I mean, sure, sometimes it keeps rolling over, right? You gotta look at the bigger picture. Not enough bigger picture looking out going over there. They say they are, but yet everything is all minute by minute so that they can call the bottom, I guess. I don't know, man. This space I'm just... No wonder the market makers have such an easy damn time taking crypto traders' money. It's no freaking wonder with the way that people are doing. And there's good ones out here. Breaking Candles, Jason Casper, top notch. Top notch. There's good smaller channels. We got Joe over here, Trade Intuition. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. We got Meet Damien. He does some live trading over there. Enjoy how he trades and things like that. Damien, I think you need to go down the fib rabbit hole. I'm just saying. You will thank me later. I promise. All right. My bad. Well, there was 1 hour just cooked and I hadn't looked at the first damn altcoin tonight. I love turtles. I know, almost as good as turkeys, right? Yeah. You know, I was thinking I almost had a fling with it. Love that cooter! Cooter trend line keeps going down. It's nothing better than watching a cooter go down. Yeah. Here, be in a pool and just have the little cooter there, and then suddenly it just goes down on you. It's above the water, and then it's under the water. Like, oh, yep. And they like to play games, you know, about too much information. My bad. I'm sorry. Hey, what kind of country are we living in if we can't really, you know, support cooters and other forms of life out here? Cooter has a purpose in the world. I just don't think it's realized. I don't, you know, there should be some more sharing of the cooters. I'm just saying. I was like, I don't know, but now there's this whole thing about what cooters bring to the table and everything. I'm like, it's a cooter. I have no idea where this is going. I was actually going to go off on all the have you heard there's a problem with the squirrels right now. I mean, not just here on the show because I'm chasing squirrels all the time. I'll see if I can dig up the article or something for tomorrow's stream or something. But it was horrible because the squirrels are freaking out, and they started freaking out in late October, just hoarding everything, like kind of like Larry Fink and hoarding Bitcoin. And these whales secretly buying. They're doing everything undercover, just stacking up as much as they can. And they were trying to get ready because they kept hearing about No Nut November coming. It just freaked them the hell out. All the FUD made them FOMO. I never would have thought No Nut November would have the effect like that on the squirrels, but clearly it did. COOTER Trendline squirting out a confirmation. Hey, Jay Violet. Hey. I don't know what the bot's doing when... I'm trying to do some I think it's slightly advanced stuff with the bot, and it's not cooperating yet. But still a second night attempt to get our Crypto TA coin request queue up here so that not only can you see it, but I can see it. I tried to get it to do something permanent I could put over here on my screen so I can see it. But no, that confused the hell out of it too much, and that was too much to ask. And we kept going in circles with the problem. It kept insisting that, yes, let's just plug this in and then you're all set to go. And I'm like, that doesn't work. Well, it's because you didn't plug it in. And I'm like, yes, I did. Well, just plug it in and put this address in and it'll do it. And I'm like, that address takes us somewhere totally different. Well, that's because you got to put this address in. Here, I fixed it. And I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't work. And I was like, well, okay, we'll try this. It's the same damn thing. I'm sorry, I'm perturbed. Perhaps I should not be trading today, but I am because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. And we should probably take a look over here in altcoins. What is AIA, by the way? Where did you come from? Because you were $7 just like, before my show, and now you've already doubled. And I'm like, what the hell? Where did that one come from? You're on here, people's out here. We followed this was 30%. Look, I put it 30 cents. I put it in a flag, and if you had taken me up on that trade, you are off 15. Yes. I'm sorry. The agent. Not the agent, but the agent. This one's already got a $1.4 million market cap for 100,000 or a $1 billion token supply. It looks like that market cap all happened over. Jeez. Oh, man. That's ridiculous. So November 5th, 2 days ago, it was $1.70, and today it's $14. 10x, more than 10x in that small amount of time. I know you can make an argument. We can buy high and sell higher, and I'm just going to make this other argument. You can also have your ass chewed and handed back to you. COAI. Think of that one. I rest my case. That's all. Are you on Binance Smart? I know you're on SWE. Okay. And Binance, it's on Binance Smart Chain too. I rest my case. I rest my case, Your Honor. It's Binance Smart Chain. I'm sorry, but I do know, as much as I like Binance and BNB and all that, they are a bunch of filthy scammers that are still over there, probably from last cycle, and they're going to run that market, okay? I don't know if it's organized. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but there are a lot of very well orchestrated pumps, and then for some reason, those projects just kind of, they like really crashed, and I don't know. It might come back. I don't know, but sucks that you got stuck with the top. Binance, there you go. That's why it's better to hold Binance the coin than some of these damn projects over there. COAI, remember that one? How are you doing right now, COAI? Since you're a cool AI. Chain Opera is what it's called. Oh my God, you're from $20 to $1. Wow. I just kind of predict that the AIA or whatever that was will probably have a similar chart, kind of like this one. This looks like almost like YFI last time, except for it actually had a textbook head and shoulders. This one's not. It's not even a head and shoulders, my definition. But still, Chain Opera has a market cap of 200 million. But look where are you located at? Binance Smart Chain. Oh my God, that's what's going on over there? So now you're taking up my whole screen and I can't see what's. ICP is at $7. Another one nobody wanted. And be in, but now it's hot as hell. I would be happy if I hadn't lost my bag in that big cheater drop that they did and cleared it all out, but glad to see that that's the one that's making a comeback. Aptos is over at $3. LPT is at 20. Filecoin's doing something. At least it's above $1.50 now, right? Zcash, that one that it can't sustain it. We're going to short it. Dumbasses. It's not when you want to short these guys going off. I don't care. They'll figure it out. But when the big boys are pumping, they've got them low token numbers there. Yeah, they got some momentum behind them. I wouldn't dare try to short their bull run. That's an erection that's going to keep on growing John Holmes style. It's like long dong silver right there. You're like, oh, that's oh my God, it's not stopped. Okay, well, that's oh my God, it's still growing. That's not humanly possible. That's not possible. Helen, why are you watching? Shut your eyes. You're not supposed to be. Anyway, the music will calm the savage turkey in me. Looking over here at some of these crazy coins. Zcash. 22 people hanging out with me watching the turkey go wild, or wild turkey, but the turkey's not drunk, although I'm just having me a little bit of our very much sponsored
Good ass coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
pubic lice sprinkles are extra. We're still in a struggling economy. I am trying to type in, there we are, because we're not in crypto. $600. $600 for Zcash. That's the Zcash. This is one of our older charts here. Still maintaining his trend lines and, you know, little areas there. Let's go. So we got a local one. We looked at this just recently. We've been following it every day. I just don't remember. Was it Binance? Yes, I believe it was Binance. She came up and hit our 500. And yeah, I think we talked. This is the one we talked about just last night. We put these three little areas out right here. We put these three. How did it react to these three areas? Remember, these are reaction points. And one of these should kick in for a decent correction. Oh no, it's got some parabolic activity. This thing might be the gift that keeps on giving until we get up past $1,000 for real, for real. Let's come down to the 4 hour here. And we were watching this trend line and how it broke to the other, because trend lines matter more than trying to do this little bullshit technique that's out there where suddenly we figure out there's a flag here. I'm seeing more people copy this technique too. And I'm like, there's nothing more that says, I don't have a fucking clue with what's going on in this market because I can't read it. So I'm just going to throw a flag up and hope that it fills it so I can look like a genius if it does, and blame it on the market if it doesn't, and pay me. Support my lifestyle. All right, I'm telling you, it's coming out. I can't help it. It's coming out tonight. If it offends you, it's my bad, but... So I would never even entertain the idea of looking at that. I want to see what happens with the trend line. Once you break the trend line, as you can see from previous times, you're not left with a lot of choices, right? Why is the mouse, are you being so weird, man? Ave, is Mercury in retrograde yet? Because I sure as hell feel like it is. Breaking a trend line. Trend lines are your friends, man. Trend lines will help you not get involved with them dirty flags that have a lesser possibility to break out to the upside. When you're close to the bottom and when you're below the 50, when you're below the 0.5 Fibonacci, you got a better chance for your flags to work out. When you start getting above that guy, you get your 786 and anything beyond that, oh my God, that's danger territory for a flag play. All right, Zcash just wants to keep on going. It's already reached our target. I would have to say that we nailed it, but Milan's not over there, so it doesn't look nearly impressive unless I put it over on the daily and make you have to put your little thinking caps on. I'm taking it, though. I'm taking it. Because gosh darn it, if the other ones, if the big YouTubers grow their channel by bragging and talking about them damn self all the time, call this and call that, look what we did, look what we called. I've got to document that I at least have some half-ass idea that I've got some system that works, right? I don't even know what I'm looking for here, people. I'm not drinking. What? I'm not drinking. Is this under, where does everything go? I give up. It's just been I get cranky when I'm stuck behind a wheel all day. Apparently I do. All right, this is taking too long. When's it stopped you before? 2 hour streamer? Nailed it. I'm claiming they nailed it right there. Sure, that's a 1.618, man. She should be kind of tired for a little pullback of something, a little bit. And if I had to guess, which is kind of, I really don't have reason to until we start seeing, some more topping behavior here, because I don't see it yet, honestly. I don't see your topping behavior. You've already exceeded my AB equals CDs. Right now, I'd have to kind of dig into Elliott wave theory, which I'm not. Elliott, what you got? He don't have a damn clue. Here we go. Elliott suggested that maybe it will come up to $757 right there, at another 1618 fib, by the way that they're counting. And at this point in the game, I'm just going to go with that. I'm taking profits in Bitcoin because I don't know if you noticed this, and we talked about this recently. This is really how you should be weighing all your coins. If they're not outperforming Bitcoin, you're in the wrong coins for real. It's just a hard lesson to hear, and I have to hear that. I have to listen to myself, tell myself that truth too. I'm not happy about it, and some of the other things. But I'm happy about Zcash because it's been making up for it, baby. You go. Zcash. This is Zcash on the. Wow, we need to zoom out. This is the 4 hour on Bitcoin. So imagine if you just took, I don't know, what's the price of Bitcoin? Well, let's use a whole Bitcoin. Let's say back in September, and the price of Bitcoin was $120,000 or whatever. Let's just say that. All right, so you put it, or you just put $120,000 into Zcash right there, or you did it with the equivalent of Bitcoin, right? Regardless of whichever way that you played it, take your profits in Bitcoin, and that one Bitcoin. Are you freaking kidding me? That's 1100%. That's a 10x in Bitcoin. That's why everybody loves this coin. That's one of the few that the OGs would be looking at, and the OGs know how to work their Bitcoin or work their altcoins against Bitcoin. And part of that is the tokenomics. 21 million Zcash, just like Bitcoin. So I guess if there aren't any ones that are really going to give Bitcoin a run for its money, quite literally speaking here, in comparison to how much gains they can make against Bitcoins, are the ones that have comparable tokenomics and are possibly based or inspired by Bitcoin and its tokenomics, seem to be the winners right here in this early part of a possible very early altcoin season. I can say we've been trying to work for it for about all damn year, but it's been slow in coming and not really doing too well. What's up for Zcash? Love you, Zcash. You're awesome. Well, take a look at Casper because I remember Mr. Miles saying something about it earlier, and it's a nickel again, and there we go. We're back at a nickel. 5 cent Casper, very cheap if you believe in Casper. I like Casper, and I think it's got promise, and it looks like good technology. There was only a few hiccups with it. Well, they came in and it got sabotaged by whoever was trying to make it sound like there's smart contracts on it and put the memes out. So you got Casper memes, which did a lot of people in. A lot of people, even some people, visited this channel shilling the Casper memes really hard and heavy. And I was skeptical about the Casper memes. I'm like, that's just no. They need stablecoin. That's when Casper going to do good, and they get stablecoin like Tether. I still say the same thing today. That would be the biggest benefit that would probably give Caspa a good use case to get behind stablecoin. But no! I mean, unless they got something going on that I don't know about, but if they did, I don't think they'd be at 5 cents. But that should have been the plan that they went instead of all the damn meme stuff. But memes were hot, so they had to get some on Caspa too, right? And then that kind of ruined it for Caspa after that. Like, people were sick of hearing about it when we were buying the top of after meme coins were hyped up on the Caspa wallet, and by the time they got to exchanges, and then all those people sold on them. Gotcha, bitch! And that's cool. You took your profits, but you also killed the project. Or didn't kill it, but you seriously wounded it with that kind of behavior. It wasn't the Caspa devs, I don't think, entirely. I don't know the story. I'm not trying to put any shade on it. But, I mean, the smartest move for Caspa would have been to go stablecoin. Like Tron did. And Tron, another one that's got too damn many coins. So, opening broadening pattern, hopefully partial decline. See if we can start working our way back up here. But, yeah, no. It looks like she should have completed her AB equals CD, or ABC correction. That's different. An ABC correction. Elliot, do you agree? Hell no, you don't agree with me on it. Here we go. Here it is. You had to zoom out to the weekly to get him to see it. So you had your 5 waves to the upside, double top, basically what it looked like. A, B, C, slam it down. You thought you had it slammed down here, but no, there's one more that they went deeper. Kind of like that long dong silver thing we were talking about earlier. It went deep. Man, yeah. I mean, like Sean says, they'll never know experience of just going totally balls deep and having that experience. They'll never really feel what it likes us to go all in and then some. They always get, they hit bottom. I'm just repeating what Sean said. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my stream tonight. I apologize. But if you can't have a little bit of fun in life, what the hell are you doing? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm over here looking at Bitcoin and slapping Elliot in the face and telling him to get off my screen over here. I'm going to take a look at you over here. 3-minute time frame, and we haven't done anything but look at Bitcoin and a handful of altcoins. And I know I missed some things. I'm going to blame it on the chat bot not keeping up with the queue over here because it's lying to me. That should really... I'm going to refresh you. I'm going to actually... You know what? I'm going to start you all over because I don't think you're... Why are you still working? Huh. Okay. Where's the file? Oh, man. Ah, screw it. It's not working anyway. I'm not worried about it. So Bitcoin is 102,000. Crazy is not dropped below 100,000 like they were calling for today with that short. Wow. I mean, they're so accurate. They're so accurate about finding bottoms and nailing tops. I'm just like, I mean, you should not. This. I'm sorry. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah. I posted this and said this is the best bottom signal in crypto. And it's been the best bottom signal for the last 3 bottoms. It's just remembered very correctly when he talks about it a few days later after everybody forgets. The story starts suddenly changing. And suddenly he was a genius on everything. And miraculously, always down talking everybody else. Nobody else does this. Everybody else is wrong. Everybody blah, blah, blah. Nobody else sees what. It just, gosh darn it, man. Why can't we all just be kind of like Jason Casper and Frankie Candles and just kind of just. Well, you know, I don't hear them bitching about it too much. Maybe I'm the one that's in the wrong for bitching too much. Here we're on the 4-hour Bitcoin. I just don't like to see people taking it because I felt like I was that. I did not. The trading group that I joined to learn how to trade this market didn't really do a good job of teaching me anything. And when you got in there, you're expecting somebody. They talk like they're going to hold your hand and teach you how to do this, and you'll get the education that you need. You'll be able to nail it in the market, make all kinds of money, win those games with us because we're killing it every day, man. It's a no-brainer. Join the group today. It'll pay for itself. And y'all got all some smart ass over here with the testimonial. Says, yeah, that's the best trade that I've ever did. Invest in that. I already made my money back. Yeah, it's been all uphill from here. Where they beg for testimonials and they incentivize people to give them testimonials, and then when they get them, they brag and that's not just me. I mean, these people want to tell me that. They've told me that. I don't remember when they were begging off their asses. Why can't you give me a testimonial, man? Come on, please, give me a testimonial. I need some testimonials. Guilt you into it and every damn thing else. I'm just 24 people. We're having a bad karma night. We own a COOTER loop. COOTER. Yes, that's like squirrel. That's better than squirrel to take my mind off of all that. Just keep spamming. What? Lifer said he is open-minded to all. He's open-minded to all the ways to trick people to giving him $99 a month to keep that cash flow coming. That's my take, my opinion. Turkey going wild. Check the chats, dang it, Turkey. I'm here. What am I missing? Ave says, Ave, you were in the group? I was in the Crypto Lifer group, and that shit was ass. 1,000 Triangle and Company. Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't doubt it at all. I wouldn't. I've never been in it, but I can imagine. He used to be in the trading group, Crypto Revolution. That's where he learned to trade. If you watched Chris's old videos, he would say we have a YouTuber here as a member, a big up-and-coming YouTuber here. Said he couldn't trade worth a lick, couldn't even draw a triangle when he first came here, but we taught him everything he knows. And that was this dude that you're talking about right there. He was a moderator in that group. And he was there the first time I was there, but I don't remember him from there. But I do remember lots of flag plays, lots of them. So I probably saw his stuff. I do remember Joe, my second time that I signed up, and that's when I first started my channel, because in the Telegram group I was actually posting some of their charts over there, giving them full credit for it, just to give the people, let them know what the trading group experience was like, see what it was like, some of the setups and what it was like and stuff. But Joe is over there, and that's why I got so much respect for Joe, because he was actually doing the things that you expected to have been done in that trading group that never was. Making video updates, really getting in there, explaining things, making comments on the people that posted charts, throwing out some alternative ideas, kind of help you to open your mind and actually see some different things. That's what it made you feel like you were going to get into. But once you got there, if you had a question about anything, the group leader would say, and complain about people asking him questions all the time. Says people just need to Google it. Well, I'm like, well, damn, if we just have to Google the answers on how to trade this market, what the hell do we need this group for? I left. And it was the best choice that I made. I'm just saying. And it was actually some of the free people here on YouTube. One of the biggest perma bears here in crypto. I love him, but gosh darn it, he's nice. Crypto savvy, but he turned me on to Wyckoff. He turned me on to Thomas Bukowski. And once I heard those names, I had something, and journalism student that I was for many years, went down the research rabbit hole, and I was like, oh crap, we're on to something here, baby. And then stumbled down the Fibonacci rabbit hole, and now the harmonic trading rabbit hole, because WD Gann is too. That's yeah, that's like your first day at crypto TA school, and you're like, oh, I don't know, it's too much. Ave says, Road Dawg has opened up my third eye in trading and investing. Hey man, that's a nice thing to say. That's a nice thing to say. I appreciate that. You got a super chat for Sapien. Oh, sorry, if I missed the super chats. I do remember from earlier, but I squirrel. I'm very distracted today. Sapien, thank you, Dave P. Let me go check out Sapien. I don't ever want to ignore a super chat. Thank you for. We are 100% crowdfunded. Even with the road token and all that stuff, still going to be 100% crowdfunded. What do you guys think about the idea for the trading group, though? I mean, I'm trying to feel this out, right? But it does give purpose to Road Coin. It's very, very affordable, and it's a good opportunity. And the NFT thing that lets everybody that's been in there still stay there. It's not taxing any members. So it's not like, oh, I'm shaking you down for some money. It's time for you guys. You've been here long enough. You guys start paying. It's not anything like that. You still get to enjoy being there. It's just mainly for the people, maybe some recent people that haven't been there more than a month or something. There'll be a snapshot. Or some of the newer people that will be coming in as we start gaining some more momentum. The book will require them and to come in, because that group has been growing lately. Over the past couple of weeks, been having over 25 people in there. It's gaining some traction, and some of the other stuff that we got going on with pump.fun and stuff is getting a little bit more traction. But I'm just curious. But it's a way that incentivizes the members. And you can make bank if everything works out like it's supposed to. Oh my God. Have an NFT of somebody else. You set the floor price. It's lifetime membership. Or you hold, a bag of road, which that could change, and that could be tiers. And as a bonus, the people that have an NFT and hold at least 100,000 road, that I'm going to give some special areas that you can access to. And I'm going to throw out my whole music catalog out there, where whatever albums and music that I release, you got access to download your playlist or whatever. No subscription or whatever. It's just there. And only you guys can get into that little special place or whatever. I'm just saying, just throwing out some ideas there. But the last thing that I want this to ever be accused of, or ever even to look like, is doing some kind of money grab or doing some kind of little meme coin. I couldn't stand it just being a meme coin and not having a use case. I couldn't stand it being over at pump.fun. I'm like, well, okay, we got music over here, but is that all it is? I've got plans to do some more interactive stuff over there, automatic and everything with AI. But is that all it is? Is it high? No, I wanted to have utility. And so if people need to buy it to join the group, and if we got 150, and let's say that, I don't know, maybe we could actually get 150 people to actually be part of the holding group. The number can be life changing at some point, especially if it's on Raydium. Maybe it's just a hopium dream. I don't know. But I wanted to do something different than to sponge off of my people that have been here supporting me and think enough to say, hey man, I might want to join this group to see what he has to offer. And I know, there are groups that probably do a lot of more posting and interaction, and we can do that after if I get enough interaction. That's the reason I've not done it, is because, there's some interaction, but it's like I don't get a lot of questions on TA or hey or anything like that, so I don't go down that road. Trade setups, but I'd like to incentivize it to where it also gets some good people that are comfortable with their TA to share what they're doing, and that gives you a voice in the platform too. Maybe you get your own following. I'll support you. You want your own Telegram group, your own YouTube channel, baby? I'll be right there behind you. Because the more good, solid kind of backgrounds we can get in the space, I just think a better space it's going to be. Poor people learning to chase flags are going to get their asses handed to them. They're going to come out of this bull market after spending a lot of that money on a trading group, wondering why is everybody else making money but not me? I'm being told all these cool things. I'm not saying I'm putting into play exactly like they're explained. I'm being told all these things and told all this, and everybody else is doing good, or they're putting out all these 1,000% gains or whatever it may or may not be. You can't trust all that either. It could be a $5 trade that made, 1,500%. And that's only because they cranked, it was a 10% gain. They cranked the leverage up to 100, and all of a sudden, there's a way you can do it. And you want to do it to pull capital out, but for the people that don't know how leverage works, they look like and think, oh man, this person just turned $100,000 into $100,000 with that. They made the 10,000x, 10,000% or whatever. They're thinking that you just nailed it out of the park, where you could go buy a new house or a new car with your winnings on those big ass things. It turns out that, hey, you had a $5 trade, and maybe you got lucky and made $25 off of it. Yeah. Welcome to Crypto for Real. Can we just say that? Welcome to crypto for real. For most people's experience, that is what it looks like. I'm just saying. There are some good days. There are some good days ahead where it's going to be totally different. And you'll be, oh my God, I can't believe how much this portfolio has just grown. And then shame on you and shame on me too, because we all make this mistake at one point, not taking the profit then. Because then you think it's going to keep on going. Or if it comes back, we'll decide then, but you don't. You're like, oh, well, maybe it'll still, but it doesn't. Well, then, and then it's not. And then it starts going like, oh, yeah. Then you can't. It messes with your heads, and you keep thinking, but man, this account was up to almost $500,000, and now it's like way down. Can it ever get what? What? Yeah, this is the volatility of crypto I've been warned about. That is. It's just being honest. Especially this cycle, man. Altcoin holders, especially if they're levered on it, but even the spot holders, you guys are still suffering. Everything's down in the dirt, except for a few things that they wiped out, and now they're taking them for a ride. ICP, go freaking figure. Filecoin looks like she's going to be a nice one too. But the best plays have been the ones with the best tokenomics and actual use case. Looks like it's all been there, and over here in this area, we got Hippo. Oh my God, we got a meme coin moving, and there's Sapien. I think somebody's looking at Sapien earlier. Did we ever look at the coin? Oh my God. Did I? Sorry, my bad. Dave, I'm sorry. This is Sapien. This is over. At least my spirit brought me back to it, right? At least it brought me back. 34 cents is what we got from here. I want to look on where is this? This is Binance. This should be. Who else would might have you earlier? Coin, Mexi, Bybit. No. Helps if I have the Mexi. Let's check you out. Oh yeah, here we go. More chart action. Well, look at you, a little wrangler. You got up to, what is this, 56 cents, and now you're down at 34 because, well, that's not sustainable. Go straight up like that. And there's several different ideas we got going on. Bodies to bodies, dust to dust. Snoopy will find us. He must. Rising channel there for resistance. Now, did it nail it perfect? No, but it gave you a nice range of possibilities that a lot of people wouldn't have believed because they see that don't work, and it's never going to go back up there again. But yeah, there it is. As crazy as it is, power trend lines. Fibonacci, come to the rescue. And, oh man, ain't that textbook right there's textbook. If you're familiar with textbook, meaning you have to read a textbook to kind of get the textbook knowledge, for you to credit yourself. To call it a textbook. Otherwise, it's just regurgitated possible vomit from somebody else. Like, I could be telling you stuff right now. You go around, oh, this, that, this, that. What if I'm lying to you? What if I didn't do my research? What if I'm just pulling shit out of my ass just to sound good? I just know how to lay it on thick to make it look like I know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm down here moving numbers. Maybe I'm absolutely watching somebody else's TA. Maybe I'm out here just, hey man, it's right before the show. I want to make sure I get, hey look, we'll put that trend line. Nailed it! It's not, I promise. You can go back and check. But what if? What if? Could you tell? Apparently a lot of people can't tell. Opening, broadening, battered, very lovely, ladies and gentlemen. 618, 1.618 Fibonacci got its full extension. You're looking for the 0.5 Fibonacci area, which we should be about at right now. From the impulse move, swing low to swing hard. Tell me where I need to buy, and we want to target this 0.5. Is it the end all be all? No, but according to Charles Dow, who is of Charles Dow Jones fame there for the Dow Jones Index, regularly claim that price, when it goes on a big strong impulsive move, will retrace 50% of the time. Therefore, that's the story of why it is on the Fibonacci tool when it's not really a Fibonacci number whatsoever. It's not. The 707 left a little magic field that we got in our group. I can't tell you what it means or anything or how it's derived. That's the square root of 0.5, baby. Come on. It has applications to the 0.5 fib and the 0.0707. I don't use it, but the people who brag about having it on their little and put it on their little fib tool so that they look like they got some kind of secret knowledge, they don't know a damn thing about it either. They just heard somebody else talk about it and they said, well, I'm going to take that. Maybe we'll back test it and see what it's got, and they'll talk about it, and then they'll say anything about it. So if you can learn about it in my group, and you won't. You won't. You won't. So from the we did the impulse. Don't put that back because that's where we are. But then I go back to swing low to swing high. It's different from the impulse, but they're all good. They're all good. Okay. Just saying, they're all good. From this one, we lost to 382. So I would encourage actually looking for this. I want a double 0.5s. I'm going to combine two different same fib, just from different poles, and it gives us a zony zone. A zony zone here between 30 cents and 34 cents. That would be a great place for it to hold. It would be retesting these areas over here. It's a little bit below on it, but right now we kind of just glancing out the top of it, and that's a great place to find the support, see if we can get some more upside here. Depending on where we do, man, we can look for a possible. Now it's a little tricky when it comes to 0.5 retracements because one, they're not fibs. Two, they follow a little different set of rules in my opinion. I'll tell you it's my opinion because I've not read that exclusively anywhere else, but things seem to point that way. So where did I take that from? The impulse move? Right here? Right? Okay. So that one should apply to this one. A possibility we come up here to 80 cent area. Okay, I'll entertain that idea for Sapien. But I would want to see some other things try, confirm it. Right now, that's a possibility. Not so much being confirmed that it might actually get there. It's still got a few boxes. Equal CD from that 0.5 pivot notch. It can happen, and actually, you can get some mileage off of that 0.5 retracement. I'm just saying. It goes to some different odd number fib areas that it has a tendency. It's the anomaly play in our fib strategy. It can also turn into a couple of other harmonic patterns. That's what we got to watch for. Say, for instance, if it does come back up here, makes a lower high after bouncing off that 0.5, could be opening us back up for an 886 retracement right there. So that's why we don't go jump full gun and oh my god, he thought it's gonna do this. What the flag to the upside? And we got some possibilities here, but at least in saying I don't have a clue. We got a decent idea that we can actually explain and not just kind of hum around and guess and say, well, it looks a little bit like this pattern, a little bit like that pattern. We could probably get up here by this day and time because I took a trend line and then I moved it, and Bookmap says we're going up there anyway. Right there to that target, Bookmap says that, so I'm going to draw my measured move up to there. I'm saying my measured move is very accurate because I draw it to the BitMart target. What the hell, man? I just feel like some of these people, it's almost insulting just to hear them explain stuff because you can tell that they didn't really do a deep dive. They're not really as savvy in as they exclaim, as they want to lead people to believe. If they did, they would be able to very much explain themselves and give them sources to back up why. They got to make an argument. You're like a judge in front of a jury. That's how my mentor did explain it to me that did click. And that's the same one that did the other knife in the drawer probably did not sharpen itself on. But it did say you need, and I agree with that. You need to, I think he probably learned it from a course. A lot of these trading gurus out here, especially when they're first starting out with their trading groups, a lot of them are out here taking courses from somebody else and they're just trying to I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it in my group. Yeah, they do that. I'm just saying. You can see that a lot. PMG. What? Some other people. All right. This looks like a nice ABC correction possible going on here. Elliot, do you agree? I'm still in Sapien on a smaller time frame. probably to bump up to a bigger time frame if he wants to count it. See what he comes up with. Something over there. Ah, here we go. No, he disagrees. He thinks it's a 5 wave, not a correction. I was looking at a possible correction here. And well, harmonically, I'm looking. We talked about that, but it does a lower high. Looking at 786, 886 area tracement from this high to this low here. If we get up to this area here, which is a guided trend line, so there's your double. If we can't get up there, we make a lower high. I am looking for it to come back down on this particular chart, back down to this 1.414. On the other one, it'd be like your 886 Fibonacci area if we go from swing low to swing high. This is how I do harmonics, okay? Rather than this, it's how I didn't even know for sure that's what it was until I saw the overlap with what we got here. But that's what you get with these little. I'm still learning the names of these. It's not a Gartley. That's not a Gartley. Gartleys don't come back to the 0.5. Gartleys come back to 618. Anyway, it's interesting to learn some of the same concepts in a different way, and I don't know which would have been better to learn or the other. My way is kind of pieced together from a bunch of stuff, right? But it's nice to see that there's actually another system that's goes back for quite a while with W.H. Gartley and the Fibonacci. Fibonacci's are cool, man. And I look forward to learning even more and more about them. And several schools of thought, rely on the Fibonacci, and they, the more advanced ones do have a particular method on how they pull it, and sometimes you don't see that reflected that much by some people, and that's okay because it's part of the learning journey too. But there's always some advanced methods out there that it's worth learning. It's worth going down those rabbit holes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get out of here. I've been going too long, and it's just been, I don't know, it's just been one of those days. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope I haven't bored the tears. We haven't looked at very much. If I missed any kind of, if I missed anything, my apologies. Just been an off day, but it's been a good day for Bitcoin. While everybody calling bearish, I'm the lone wolf out there. And maybe I'm putting too much faith in this confirmed harmonic pattern, but what else am I going if I don't believe in what I'm testing here and what I'm putting out here? But am I going to stand by it and at least try to play it instead of down talking it when it's on a red day? Even when the harmonic, I guess I'm kind of one of the people that's kind of more well known here in the space and respected. I respect him. Goes over stocks a lot. And he knows this stuff better than I. He knows the Scott Carney harmonic pattern method better than I do. Just totally missed this one. Didn't have it, and I don't know why. Because I saw him have it on other altcoins. And even then it was like, oh, it's no big deal, and because it's a red day we're talking about. But I've noticed a trend there sometimes on a red day, everything's it's all this, what can you expect? It's like, why are you even wasting your time with this market? And but on a green day you're like, well, yeah, you should have already been in right here. That clearly, you still got the same thing. I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just being human. And who knows, maybe we all do it. Maybe I do it and don't realize it. That's another human trait that we got. It's hard for us to see things that we do ourselves. But that's one cool thing about trading. It really makes you start looking at that and noticing that. And knowing that is very much true. When you look at these guys that have such ego, you know that they haven't made it to that point yet. And that is probably one of the biggest tells right there. Any guru that gets in the ego, they're not real. They're not. I'm going to say that they're not real at all. Because I don't think you can be real in this game and have ego like that and be smug like that. And I got the audacity to come out to present yourself as an expert with all these smart little things tied together to make people stumble over your words. and suddenly go to the chat. Oh no, read the chat just to get off topic, so you don't have to talk about the bullshit that you just tried to feed people. That's deplorable, man. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. I hope we'll have a better, more positive stream tomorrow. Today was rant night. But the most important takeaway is I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and I think that we have possibly, wait for it to get confirmed, but this is one of the strongest bottom signals that I can see right now for several different reasons that we talked about tonight. And that's my argument that I'm presenting before the judge, and the jury's out, and the price action will be that jury if we see it happens or not. Will they get their $82,000 by next Friday? Or are we starting to recover and getting ready to go into Q4, where all the big boys have stacked their bags here in 100,000, ready to dump on us at 130? Wash, rinse, and repeat. Keep us in a range a little bit that will top us this cycle too, more than likely. I'm just saying. Keep our eyes open. Let's turkey it out of it. Turkey out. Where's the end screen? Now we can catch up with the chat. Tell me how stupid I've been. I hate you. I'm never watching this show ever again. Abe says make a wish. I take that personally, Abe. I know what you're referring to there. You're talking about my giblet bones. You just want some turkey bones to cast in the Abe Area 51. I know what's up with that. Trust in yourself, be humble. I couldn't say it better, man. And we live another day. Bless your cooter little hands. Cooter, it'll change your life. Like cowbell. Nothing like a little ding-a-ling and some cooter. They go together really good. Ding-a-lings and cooter go together really good. That's the girl dancing there in the silver. She knows. I bet she's got a snapping cooter somewhere. She's probably got an aquarium full of cooter. I hope this is not offensive to me. Anita's Lady USD. Hopefully, Anita, that is doing a little bit better. And here it is on the 2 hour, and that's good. It's not too much better than where it was, but we've got green candles. We're just waiting for a higher high. Signal that. But if Bitcoin's doing what I think it's doing, then it looks more promising for ladies. So, still trying to make its way out of here. I would love to hear your story behind ladies. There's probably some backstory there that would probably be interesting, I'm guessing. Whether I ever hear that or not, I don't know, but I just think it would be interesting. Here's your channel. That's a good sign. The solar wind speed is currently high. Agree, Road Dawg Crypto, keeping it real. Hey, how's it going, David? LF Crow. Man, how's Crow doing? 12 cents. I think this one can get close to $1 again. Hopefully, get 70, 80 cents anyway. Hopefully. It's got more going for it this cycle than it even had last cycle. It was just the card, the debit card, that propelled it. It's got a debit card, credit card. You're trading tokenized stocks and commodities over there. I need to go ahead and get that set up because I'm dying to trade commodities. Now, I could do it on crypto.com. It's just my account shrunk so much. I don't want to cash any of those funds yet. It's been a hodl account over there. They're a little bit like Coinbase, where there's some slippage, but they are nowhere near as bad as Coinbase. If you had to choose between where to onboard your fiat, your dirty fiat, I've tested this out, and I don't expect that it's changed. Between Coinbase and Crypto.com, you get more Bitcoin or more whatever you're buying through Crypto.com than you will through Coinbase. You just will. Coinbase will feed you and rape you with every slippage trick in the book, and that's why they got all the big bucks. You ever seen how they first started working with laptops out of these old abandoned rented motel buildings? on some desert road somewhere. Quite interesting. And you think their customer service would get better over time, but yet that's a word that they just don't understand. And understandably, that's because, well, that helps them make more money. Just lay down and take it is their motto. Well, you had a problem? Well, just lay down and take it. Wow, ladies, for real. G1 Magnetic Storm. There was a G3 last night. I still want to see what's going on with 3i Atlas and that little stuff going on. Because it should be leaving or on its way wherever its next destination. It was supposed to be around Venus around this time, but I think I missed it. Ended up on the red web page looking at glowing in the dark balls of dogs. What? Hey, there's me, Damien. How's it going, Miss Damien? Glad to see you. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to the normal people I usually do. I was having to test out some stuff, and I ended up subscribing to Lo-Fi Girl. I don't really need to be subscribed over there, because nothing against you, Lo-Fi. But we got Meet Damien over here, fellow YouTuber. His subscribers are growing. We got 500 there. His channel should be monetized and putting out streaming. I don't think it's every day, but on a schedule there. I don't see it listed over here. But he was streaming. I guess we go to the live tab over here. Earlier today streams I think in the afternoon, somewhere around 1 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. And then Joe, I don't know if he's in here, but Trade Intuition Joe, heard me talking about him earlier, and I came to know him because he was an admin in the trading group that I was in the second time around when I actually started my channel. And I thought I thought with Joe and what he was doing over there, I thought that they leveled up, and I thought, oh man, okay, so the trading group was maybe I thought I was being too harsh on it from my first experience, because I almost didn't come back a second time. But and I just came back just to share the experience with my group, right, and to show them what it would look like, and so I can put out more charts than I want to put out. But these trading groups, they put out so many charts every day, and you only hear about the ones that play out and all the other ones that don't play out. And if you're a new person, well, you're more likely going to be stuck with that bag. That's just how that works. And so all the new people get stuck holding bags while they're trying to learn how to trade, but yet now they don't have any capital to trade with, because one, they spend it to be part of the group, and two, it's in a drawdown from these damn trades that didn't break out on the flags of the upside. And then you're sitting there wondering, well, there's a working for everybody else, but not me. And that's natural, but it's because you're in a sucky ass group. But then Joe came over there, and he was actually doing the stuff and helping people to actually get a good foundation and putting the extra work, not telling them to Google it. Just saying. We're bitching tonight. You're so bitching. I know. Keep the vids on repeat. What are we talking about? Intense last night. G5 is severe. Lead to Satoshi's. Hey, welcome to stream. Glad to have you here. I've enjoyed using BTCC leverage stocks. There seems to be so much easier to treat it like crypto than to use options on rubber. Options make me nervous. I'm not familiar with that. That's not my comfort. But I hear so many people say good things about it. It makes me want to look into it. But I would like to trade some tokenized commodity. I want to get into some coffee, because I think coffee's going to go. I think coffee's getting ready to take off. Which I don't know what it's going to do about our good app coffee sponsor, but it does look like something's about ready to happen with coffee. I will follow up with 3i Atlas in the tank. Cool. I like it when we have G9s and the Rs down here in Arizona. Oh, you get to see that stuff? That's cool. I need to get more watch hours to my... Oh, do ya? Shoot, I remember all the little tricks you have to do when you first started out. You got one computer with all these different browsers open on repeat, watching your videos or whatever, just trying to get something that might kind of stick. And it just takes that first couple of people that actually just kind of resonate with you and start leaving comments and liking and subscribing, and that's what makes the channel. That's what got me. It was one person, Alandro. I haven't seen him in a long time. He hasn't been back to the channel in a long time. But if it wasn't for him, just consistently leaving comments on my videos, consistently hitting that like button, and just having a kind word to say, man, I would have given up. I wouldn't ever started getting enough traction to get 50 viewers, or, you know, I mean, this was people laughed at me, said, you only got 5 subscribers, and I was like, well, yeah, you got to start somewhere. It's a hard road. But just getting those 1 or 2 people, and then suddenly that one person has another person. Now you got 2 people that's kind of, you know, giving you comments and steady basis and everything, and then that really helps the algorithm spin you off, or it did me. For what growth that I did have, I'm still tiny. But I ain't going to buy no subscribers. People do that, and it looks good, but it doesn't do any good. They still don't get the views after paying for subscribers. It's not organic. I believe in organic. That's why I'm doing the Telegram group in an organic way, something that benefits everybody, not just the Road Dawg. I don't know. It's the way my spirit tells me to do it. That's what I'm going to do. Love me some good ass coffee. One Night Atlas coming. Started uploading content to my channel. Got 20. Oh, you got a channel? Okay. How'd I miss that? How do we? I don't know how to find it. Just put your link in there. Oh man, now I can't. Where? Let me get back on base here. Oh, you've had it since 2008? How have I missed that? Well, that explains your editing skills and expertise. My cousin laughed at me when I only had 134 subscribers. No, it's like, it's hard. It is hard to get the traction when it is still hard. It's still hard for me to do it. Some of it might have to do with the time frames, and you know, but this is what seems to work best for me, because live happens too much if I try to do a morning stream at 10 a.m. But man, I'm telling you, the people that do it at 10 a.m., they milk that, right? Because that's when the U.S. opens. There's always usually a reaction there, and a lot of times it's usually a spike up, right? It's for pre-morning hours, that money coming in. Then when the bell rings, they're already heading one direction, and you get a little squeeze going on. It travels over to crypto, but you get the gurus there, and then they'll say all this smart ass stuff, smug comments like, they know when I'm coming, they know that the live, I didn't mean to say a name. Well, I know when I come in stream, they're going to pump the market. It's my consistency and this and that. I think, well, are you consistent or are you a slave? What's going to happen that day when it doesn't work out and you miss that day? Are you going to beat yourself up about it? Or are you just going to, oh, the good run, I have the record, and just keep bragging about having some kind of record that outlasts all the nightly newscasters that come on every damn day? Or, I'm the first person in the world to stream every day. I don't know. It's actually kind of easier to stream every day. You get into the routine and you kind of miss it when you don't. It doesn't make it hard. It's not like it's like pulling teeth to stream every day if you got a routine for it, right? Yeah, that is very true, especially the ones you marry. Yeah, that's true. Striker says, I'm my worst critic. We're all our worst critics. Or we should be. I don't know. Should we? I mean, we need to be critical of ourselves, but not to the point that it's harmful or affecting us. And it does. How many times me just having the wrong mindset or just not thinking of a possibility. This might happen. Miss that opportunity. Oh, man. I was still thinking too small. So I think we can limit ourselves a little bit. But then again, Some people need to limit themselves. Some people have feelings of grandeur, this dysphoria, where they just, this dissonance, where they think they're so much more superior than what they actually are, man. And I don't know, that just stinks like a dirty fart to me. I've always found that the people that talk the most perform the worst. And every time the big bully, the big mouth, and always bumping his gums and everything, when it came down to it, things started to turn around. Oh, really? Well, that's kind of weird. All them hot chicks saying how they're just going to tear you up, and then it's like, oh my God. That 1980s vinyl cheese blow-up doll was such a much more pleasant experience than what I had right there. Those plastic cooters. I don't know. There's just so many examples of big talk and little performance, and it just goes hand in hand. So you guys are dope. I've always been behind the scenes. Takes courage to speak every day. It's just being lazy, if I'm going to be honest, because editing sucks. And, you know, on a good day on the stream, we can cover a lot of coins and get a lot of information out there. The downside is nobody really wants to watch the stream. Everybody wants to watch their favorite coin be talked about on a short video, though. And that's why for a small channel, I think that's a good thing to help growth. And you'll see me do that sometimes. If I'm trying to boost my numbers a little bit, maybe I'll put out a video. I don't do it very much anymore. I took my, I got rid of Adobe, the Adobe suite, because I've been paying for it. Almost $60 a month for the past year, and rarely ever use it. So I got an open source thing that seems to be set up like it, but I haven't had to use it yet. But I know I'll still need to do some video editing, but I don't need everything that Adobe Premiere can do and all the other stuff. And they price these subscription things, man. If you just get one, well, it's almost worth just paying just a little bit extra so you get everything. And I hate subscriptions. Lead to Satoshi says, thanks, Road Dawg. I caught that short on AIA as soon as you mentioned the token 77% is going. Oh, wow. Well, it is a Binance thing, right? Wasn't it didn't we win a 618 fib or something like that? That's a good one to try to. I wouldn't recommend shorting Zcash or Dash or any of those coins, though. We didn't even look at Dash. I'll edit for Casp. It's 5 cents, Mr. Miles. Oh, you'll edit videos for Casper. I see what you're saying. But you're able to find some very cheap Casper miners right now, the ones that were about $400. What are they going for? I'm wondering. Because that stuff usually gets outdated and then it gets really cheap, right? Because the Casper miner. How do you find the old ones? What was mine called? I already forgot. Oh, we're shopping. Mine don't look at. I got one of these. I've got two of these. I got two of these old guys. The Ice River KS. How much are they? KS. I got the Pro. They have a little upgrade. How much are those things going for now? With free shipping. $199. Now this is probably marked up a little bit. Okay, so they're not as much cheaper as they were, unless they did some kind of upgrade to this one I don't know about. Not should be. Here's one on eBay. No, it's not on eBay. Why not? Casper Miner, search. Oh, they got some. What is this? Casper Miner Mini. What? $100 the best offer. Here's a goat shell for $325. Golly, that throws mine. Shoot. Okay, here's the KSO Ultra. 400. Oh, Casper Pro. Here's one for $25. Works perfectly. $25 pre-owned. There you go. There's a deal. $14 delivery. KS Pro, KS0 Pro. 60. I wonder how much that does. Fry Networks. Ice River KS Ultra for $150. Here, oh my God! Here you go. Look at this. A 6 terahash Casa ASIC. There's. Why not? That's the deal right here. $149. No. Buy it now. $209. 6 terahash. Oh, here's one for $80. Ice River KS3L. Hell yeah! These are the deals, right? That's better than this one. I think they take these are parts out of this one, if I remember correctly, right? The KS3L. I think there's actually 3 of these boards in there, and you're getting it for $80. So, I might entertain being a Caspa miner if there's ever any money to be made here in crypto this session, which there should be, but it doesn't feel like it now. But in bear markets, when you want to find some of these deals, and, I mean, if you can do some solar power or something like that to help alleviate any kind of electricity, that would be cool too. I should edit everything. Use DaVinci Resolve, not Adobe. I saw DaVinci Resolve as being an option, but I went with one called Shotcut, because it's kind of set up a little bit more like Adobe than I'm used to. So I'll give it a shot, but if it doesn't work, I'll go with DaVinci. Miles is an editor too. And it resolves an industry standard. It's not subject question. It's top tier. Mr. Miles says he was a YouTube editor for several years. Strega says he will short against the wind. Don't be upwind from Strega. Turkey says the F word. It comes out every once in a while. I don't usually. In certain moods or something, under certain influence. I mean, not chemical, but just some kind of weird mindset, I guess. Plays Turkey Dog. Being muted. Resolve, it's free. Been using it for years. Subwoofer COOTER has a use case. I know COOTER. Really love COOTER. It's only tribute to the greatest TA. Turkey says him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've yet done another 2-hour stream, and this one hasn't accomplished much but just bitch and moan and groan and plop and grope. Well, not on price, because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I will maintain that, and it's going against the status quo. But I'll leave you with a food for thought. When the whole world goes bearish, does the market also go bearish? There's an argument to be made that says, nah, not usually. And there's a lot of people extremely bearish right now. We're not out of the woods, but I've got some early signals that I'm listening to. And gotta make a thesis and go with it. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. And with the little dog waving, we'll say good night, John Boy. Good night, John Boy.